You are despicable.
It's messy. It's the good kind of messy.
Let's go inside Beyond the Gates, TV's new daytime drama.
Steamy, very, very steamy, like from episode 1.
The groundbreaking series premieres Monday, and today we're getting to know the stars, their storylines, and secrets from their glam squad.
It's like a transformation that happens once we sit in the chair.
It's amazing. I'm sure it's gonna blow everybody away.
Gorgeous gowns, tailored suits, what it took to build this glamorous wardrobe from scratch.
I used Diana Ross as a little inspo. Of course, we have a little Gucci. We have a little everything, high-low, high-low.
Plus, behind the scenes with the show's hair and makeup team.
Because you know, in a soap opera,
Yes.
somebody getting slapped. Anchor down the wig.
Anchor down the wig.
And a tour of the 27 sets, the special touches that set this series apart.
It reminded me of some of the beautiful mansions I've been in Beverly Hills or in Europe.
We're spoiled.
Yeah,
We're spoiled. Like our characters.
You're watching CBS Presents Beyond the Gates. Welcome to the neighborhood, an Entertainment Tonight special. There are just 5 days left before the big premiere of Daytime's newest soap. Welcome, everybody. I'm Kevin Frazier.
And I'm Cheryl Underwood. And today, okay, let me tell you what's about to happen. We are talking fashion and glam. And child, did you know that there's a wig cabinet on this set?
But first things first, we are here in the home of Wild Child, Danny Dupree, played by Carla Mosley. This is just the kitchen and great room of her mansion. And you like the bold colors mixed with the black and white?
I see you, Danny.
She's a former supermodel. Anyway, of course, every house is reflective of its characters, down to the family photos, but so is the wardrobe, and we've got the secrets behind all the next level looks.
What is not my favorite thing about my wardrobe?
I'm like, can I steal my entire closet? And that is not always something that I would say.
It's just fast-paced, nonstop, looks after looks after looks.
This is only a preview of what the wardrobe is like on the show. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Always classy, always put together, not a hair out of place.
As the family matriarch, Tamara Tooney is serving up elegance, poise, and glam round the clock.
Anita Dupree is glamorous from the time she wakes up in the morning until she rests her head on her pillow at night, and probably through the night too. It's not ostentatious or over the top, and also because she was an entertainer, you know, she has a certain level of splash in her wardrobe, but it's still always classy.
Yeah, just, hanging around the house, like you do.
I used Diana Ross as a little inspo, mixed with a little of inspo from the people that I know in Maryland of her stature, and I just melded and created Anita.
Emmy-winning costume designer Jerisa Featherstone is no stranger to the soap world. Before this, she worked on The Bold and the Beautiful, but this time she had to create the wardrobe from the ground up.
They're wearing a pair of socks, no Spanx, there's nothing. So building from scratch this show of this magnitude, I wasn't ready. As you can see, we are fully packed, and this is all since August. Yeah.
As Anita's youngest daughter, Danny, Carla Mosley's wardrobe is bringing the fun. Think bright colors and bold patterns.
Danny is our Tracy Ellis Ross, our Naomi Campbell. She's a former model, and I think that each piece that she's wearing has been something that tells a story. Maybe she bought it when she was in Fashion Week in Milan.
Being a mom, I'm like, that was actually one of the hardest things to imagine coming back to this set. I was like, me sexy? Like, me do sexy things? Like, who is that person? Where did she go? Clothes are, the heels come on. It's like, okay, this is Danny. This is not Carla. And then this whole other thing comes out.
In contrast, her sister, Nicole, she's a lot more conservative. She's our psychiatrist.
She's very suited, whether it's a dress suit or pantsuit. Literally everything she has pulled for me is absolutely amazing. They're fitted to us. So I'm like, nobody else can fit this like I can. So do I get it at the end? That's work. What I have learned, though, on this job is that I can no longer wear very, very, very high heels. I'm like, okay, I might be 10 years too old for an extra 2 inches of pump. Because we didn't show up like this.
No, we did not.
We have a little Gucci. We have a little everything. High, low, high, low.
How much would you say is the most expensive item?
I'll never tell. I basically break down my budget per character. So I have a character named Eva who is a thrifter. So I can get away with going to a few thrift stores for her character, staying true to character. But then Miss Anita Dupree would never shop at a thrift store, mind you. So I can hit like a Saks and a Neiman's for her.
Jerisa is her eye.
Legend.
I don't know how she finds these pieces. She just sees things differently and she pays close attention to detail. If something's not right, she just says, we can do better.
Right.
And
she does.
And she does. Like,
yeah.
I am constantly impressed by that woman.
We have Chelsea, our fashionista, Danny's daughter. She may go as far as a yellow faux fur, crop jacket. She's a little all over the place. I kind of pulled from my college days for her. Her sister, Naomi, is a lawyer, so we're giving a little bit of law and order. Now, Haley is our trouble girl here. She may wear a crop leopard jacket with a bodysuit underneath. Eva, our thrifter. Now, this was fun, building her closet. I really went to thrift stores. Nothing should look spanking new. Even if it is, we'll distress it a bit, make it look worn. The research is big for me, and staying true to the character.
Another key, collaboration.
Sometimes we have wardrobe fittings,
Yes.
of course.
Lots of fittings.
Yes.
And it's so fun.
It's the best.
And it's also fun to be kind of creative with creating our characters and like having a say on our looks
Yeah.
too.
100%.
Yeah, building these characters from the ground up is totally new for me and for us, so it's really great to have an opinion and to be heard.
This is my dressing room. I'm sharing with my sister right now. We usually have our outfits right here. So this is what I'm wearing today. And then sometimes they'll give me like options for shoes and I get to choose. This is my jewelry for today, I think. Yeah, little hearts. Super cute.
And let's hear it for the men.
I don't dress like this at all if I don't have to. If I'm out during the day, I'm t-shirt, shorts, cargo pants, sneakers, wardrobe or costumes department. Have me looking like $1 million, that's what I feel like. So yes, take a good look, everyone. Take a good look. Take a good look.
Show every character's unique wardrobe, it brings out that personality and it kind of just showcases, what our characters stand for. So it's amazing. I'm sure it's gonna blow everybody away.
Still ahead.
You can't just have wardrobe without hair and without makeup.
We're spoiled.
Yeah, we're spoiled.
Like our character.
From the lashes to the wigs, secrets from the hair and makeup departments.
I wanted her to have silver locks. I wanted her to be a silver fox.
Welcome back to Beyond the Gates. Welcome to the neighborhood. We're on set here in Atlanta, and Cheryl, I know you love a great glam moment.
Yes, I do, Kevin, and there's nothing like a good wig and a full beat, because if the hair and makeup isn't on point, you might as well not show up.
What you saying? I don't know anything about that.
But the ladies of Beyond the Gates do.
Open the wig closet. Who can we play with today?
Our glam squad, hair, makeup, wardrobe, they are amazing.
It's like a transformation that happens once we sit in the chair.
I take a lot of selfies. Let's just put it that way. I'm like, looking good today. Looking good today.
Well, like hair and makeup just said, they see that sparkle in my eye.
Representation matters, and
Yes, it
when
does.
you see Black women
All
on
day.
screen, especially for daytime, you don't typically see
the natural look, the afro, the defined coils and kinks and curls. I love how they took the time to show everyone, the everyday Black woman, whether she has her hair straight, short, bob cut, curls, you see that you see yourself on screen.
We can do so many different things with our hair, and that's just part of our culture because of the use of wigs and weaves.
From big curls to a short bob, the hair arsenal is loaded with more than 40 wigs in this cabinet.
We can change our hairstyle in a matter of hours. Because we move so quickly, we can't change as much within episodes.
Sometimes we're shooting 3 episodes in a day.
Yes.
Literally. And you have to change the hair. We did that once. We changed the hair 3 times in one day. And she was like, you know what? Actually.
Wankia Hinkson heads up the hair department. Stevie Martin leads makeup. And they take their cues for glam from the scripts.
We start there and get a description of each character. Then I go to costumes, kind of get what the breakdown is design-wise for them, and then I build hair looks based off of that. Yeah, that's my strategy.
And then it's trying to make sure that it's a collaborative thing because you can't just have wardrobe without hair and without makeup. You don't want to overpower anybody's look so it can be cohesive. Does that look like a bold lip? Does that look like a smoky eye? So those type of things to help build the character.
You weren't gonna hear me complain.
I walk in as Tamara, but by the time I get out of the chair, I am Anita Dupree. I wanted her to have salt and pepper hair. I wanted her to be a silver fox. And I wanted to represent all of the 60-something, 70-something-year-old women who are salt and pepper and are sexy and vibrant.
Right now, I'm inside of the wig cabinet with the woman in charge. In a soap opera,
yes,
somebody getting slapped.
Yes.
It's always a fight. Something, a drink getting thrown, something's about to happen.
Yes.
Anchor down the wig.
Anchor down the wig. We're not going anywhere.
That's
once
right.
it's on, it's there to stay. We can do stunts, we can do flips. It's there, because wigs will be getting pulled.
What would be your one tip for wig wearing?
Pay attention to the hairline.
Yes.
Yes, I think.
Hold on. Okay, go
Yours
ahead.
is good.
Okay. You was touching up my wig.
Yes.
Okay. Whose wigs are these?
Okay, so this is a Leslie wig. So this is her nurse look. This one is a Naomi piece. We pull her up into a high ponytail. We do a little bang piece. The multiple Chelsea wigs. This is our blonde row.
But chocolate girls can wear blonde.
I think so too. It's good to have wigs because you can play around with a different variety and find your look.
You don't always have people that look like you in those, in the makeup and hair department. So to feel like you can come into work every day and trust that they're gonna get you right, oh, what a weight off of my shoulders as an actor. We're really lucky.
We're spoiled.
Yeah, we're spoiled. Like our
Coming up.
I mean, you could eat off the floor in this place. It's so beautiful. The sets are gorgeous.
27 brand new sets, built from scratch. What it took to bring the Beyond the Gates locations to life.
I wanted to create sort of live magazines.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin, you know how they say Rome wasn't built in a day? Well, Fairmont Crest wasn't either.
Well, Cheryl, living large doesn't come easy. It took a little more than 3.5 months to build these sets, and we've got your inside look at how this wealthy, gated community was brought to life.
When I first walked onto these sets, I was blown away.
It reminded me of some of the beautiful mansions I've been in Beverly Hills or in Europe.
Usually we step on a soundstage and we're breathing in dust from 1947. You could eat off the floor in this place. It's so beautiful.
I mean, I want to move in.
35,000 square feet, 2 sound stages, and 27 sets built from scratch. It took more than 100 people to create the new home where the Duprees and the rest of the cast will live their best lives.
So when I got here in August, we had an empty stage with no lighting grids, no control room, no sets, nothing. We had to create a control room. So there was a whole technical aspect going on and edit bays. And we had basically a shell of a gorgeous building on a beautiful studio lot that we needed to transform Everything was specifically designed to focus on the authenticity of the environment.
Our set designer, who's African American, is brilliant. For example, the country club, which the father of Vernon Dupree, built, because he built this community. In the country club are, photographs of, Althea Gibson and Arthur Ashe and Jesse Owens. And, a legacy of Black excellence is peppered through all of these sets.
Production designer Bruton Jones even included a nod to one of television's first Black families, Good Times, Florida, and James Evans.
We have this painting. I wanted to feature that and just sort of show that economical arc that goes from seeing the people in Good Times and then you're seeing the people like the Duprees.
Bruton researched real-life locations for inspiration and celebrated Black artists, musicians, and athletes throughout the set.
I wanted to create sort of live magazines. For instance, for the Duprees, our matriarch and patriarch, I thought of Architectural Digest. For like Danny Dupree, since she was a model, I thought of like Vogue.
To show that Black affluence and Black success and Black royalty is amazing, and to translate it on screen is perfect. They definitely took their time to make this whole set come together.
From the country club Crest, which pays tribute to Harriet Tubman, to the fireplaces which actually work, no detail was overlooked. We got a tour of where the magic happens from executive producer Sheila Ducksworth.
This is actually the Fairmont Crest Country Club restaurant. It's a 5-star restaurant. I should say Michelin rated. It's the best of the best. This is the reserved table for the Duprees. They get the special place because they're the founding family of this entire development. Just a camera alley away from our country club is the other heartbeat of our set. This is the set of Vernon and Anita Dupree, and this is their home. So you'll see that it's got all the touches of a family that has invested their life and their loves in this one space. So we have a lot of art on the walls. Black artists are something that we have been looking for that really kind of, set the tone and really amplify the culture. Anita Dupree was a former humongously famous singer, and so we wanted to have music in the home, and as this being the gathering spot, and the piano is a focal point there. This is Vernon's chair, so if we ever see anybody sitting in this chair other than Vernon, it's gonna be a problem. And if they don't wanna take the marble double staircase, they can always take the elevator up to their private quarters.
Some of the stars' favorite spots?
My closet. Yeah. I don't get to use that set very often, but Danny's closet is amazing. It's this huge walk-in closet with all these compartments and shoes and her fabulous clothes and hat boxes. And I hope at some point there's somebody or something locked in there. I mean, we have to use it.
I really love the country club, and I'm not going to give anything away, but there's a particular part of the country club where Vanessa spends a lot of her time, and she really enjoys it.
Coming up.
The pace is insane.
We shoot 80 to 100 pages a day.
A day in the life of a soap star, from the dialogue to shirtless scenes.
I'm pumping push-ups before they yell action. I'm doing it all.
Oh, God, Kat, I hate my life. We'll be changing it soon enough.
Everyone keeps asking us, like, what's our favorite thing to do in Atlanta? And I'm like, I stay in my apartment and I look at these lines.
So it's pretty clear a lot happens behind the scenes to get a brand new soap opera ready for air. Early mornings, long days, and
a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of dialogue.
We are shooting 100, 120 pages a day.
Coming up tomorrow, we'll show you what a day in the life of a soap star really looks like. Plus, the sisterhood on set.
I've never been on a show led by 3 women.
So inspiring. I mean, it feels like I want to deliver for them.
And
what is daytime without the men?
Steamy, very, very steamy, like from episode 1.
I'm pumping push-ups before they yell action.
I think the aunties will be happy.
Auntie Cheryl, you have been warned.
5 days until the series premiere Monday on CBS and Paramount Plus, and I'm already starting to sweat. Can't wait for those hunks to bring the heat tomorrow.
You're standing next to me, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. CBS presents Beyond the Gates, Welcome to the Neighborhood, an Entertainment Tonight special. Take care, everybody.